Hello, my friends, and welcome back to our blind Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. My name is Flawless Bird, and today, my friends on your Story-Based Gaming channel, we are going to try to wrap this case up. I don't know if we'll be able to. I am going to go about 50 plus minutes, and we'll see how far we get, but either way, we're going to try to see if we can get to the bottom of this thing. Indeed, witness, you will explain yourself to the court. I will give you one more chance to testify. What happened that day at Tree Bien between yourself and the victim? Alright, here we go. Ties to the victim. Hope you're all having a wonderful, fantastic day today. Well, yeah, I loaned El Cash. It's about $100,000. Well, that day he was due to have a little chat. Kid had his payback date, he sees. So as anyway, tells me he's got no way to pay ups. Well, I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts to screaming. Yes! I won! $500,000! Yeah, lucky, no reals lucky. That waitress had done what she did, everything would have been over. Well, no, I see that the principal amount you loaned to Mr. Elg was $50,000. Well, yeah, you got the vig to take into account. Interest, it builds up fast, yeah? That's faster than fast. $100,000 is twice his principal. And the repayment deadline was December 3rd, the day of the incident in question. Well, yeah, he was one lucky kid. He got that $500,000 just in time. So I ain't no reason to kill the kid. And if I ain't got no motive, well, he ain't got no case, coppers. His motive? Huh. He has to have one. But what is it? Ties to the victim. Well, yeah, I loaned El Cash. It was about $100,000. Did he have any way of paying the loan back? Wow, that fool was a gambler. He says he couldn't give it up until he landed a big win. So I agreed to help him. Help him? You? I kept hitting him with ideas for ways he could get a big win. But the guy, man, he kept losing. What a loser. So you were helping him for his sake or yours? When do you compromise? You say help me, I help you. What's the difference, huh? I don't believe this. Hey Nick, would anyone really ever loan money to someone they thought was unreliable? Like, for example, if it were you, I'd only loan you $5 max. Thanks a lot, Maya. All I do for you? All the hamburgers and hot dogs I buy? Well, that day, he was due to have a little chat, you see? Kid had hit his payback date, see? Oh, right. I need to press that. I got too much into character. But we're gonna try to tame the tiger today. Exactly. Taming the tiger, that's what we're doing. So how much were you expecting him to pay you back on that day? What do you think? The whole package, man! 100,000s, including interest. That's a real heavyweight punch. Once the client misses a payment, cut the whole loan in. You want to make it in my worlds? That's all you's gotta know. And how many times has Mr. Elg been late with his repayments? Once. Wow, that's pretty hardcore. And how much was he supposed to pay back every month? $50. Well, that's not so bad. I owe about $100,000. I wish I could pay about $50 a month. Instead, I'm paying... How much am I paying a month? I am paying $1,100 a month. Yeah. Man, imagine if I had $1,100 more a month every month. I would... Sounds like Mr. Elk was in a real sticky spot. Yeah, $50 a month? You never pay that huge loan off. Well, that's true too. If you pay such a low amount, you'd be in debt for your entire life, right? So I guess that kind of works. So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up, man. How much did he have left on his debt? You want in round figures? It's about 100,000 bucks. Yeah, the interest is so high that him paying $50 a month is basically not paying. I mean, he's actually probably owing more money each month due to interest than what he's actually paying. Well, that's the whole amount. We're talking about a guy who had 58 cents in his wallet. What? You said telling me he wasn't even gonna pay for the coffee? Yeah, certainly seems to have been a brave man, this Mr. L. Well, that guy was smooth, I tell you, he's real smooth. You have your money in less than 5 minutes, that's what he says to me. Well, that guy then calls me the Tender Tiger. He was skating on thin ice with me. The Tender Tiger. Well, that's an interesting name. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts to screaming. Was that because he, well, the guy wins the lottery. It's his big last chance at the big wins. And you can confirm that this is the ticket in question. Well, that's it. The Million Radio Show starts at 1:30 and runs for 10 minutes. Well, that fixes the time in 2 minutes with some accuracy. And the whole scene was acted out again 30 minutes later. And all so that Mr. Kudo would see it. Man, I can still see the kid's face now. I ain't ever gonna forget it. Yes, I won $500,000. You got lucky, no? Real lucky, it's like. Was there anyone else in the restaurant at the time? I don't remember. There was no one there. I'll wear that ridiculous tiger shirt for a month. I mean, Miss Armstrong, Maggie, and if I'm right, Viola Cadavini. I mean, they were all there at the time, including Mr. Elk. So, the victim had intended to repay you from his lottery winnings from the beginning. Seems that way to me. But you wouldn't normally expect to win the lottery, would you? Huh? The undying belief that your next roll will end the worst losing streak you ever had. That's what defines a true gambler. Yeah, that's true. It's like you start gambling and then you get into it and you think, oh, I'm losing. I gotta win sometime. So you keep playing and you keep playing and you keep playing and you keep losing and losing and losing. And that's when you find yourself in a spiral. That's what happens to gambler addictions. It's kind of why I'm glad I don't have that particular addiction. Yeah. Although, I am guilty of many other things. That is for sure. He makes it sound so cool. Don't be tempted, Nick. You don't got the willpower for it. That's true, I do not. All I know is the kid took a shot. And got lucky in the end. If that waitress hadn't done what she did, everything would have been over. The waitress, you mean? Well, the girl with the glasses and the vending chair. I mean, who else could I mean, man? She had got in the way. Things would have been bada bing, bada boom, over and done with. Maybe I should push a little on this. Ask about what Maggie did. What exactly are you implying the defendant did? How about you go ask Four Eyes about that $500,000 ticket? She wanted it so bad, she poisoned Nell's coffee. A likely theory. Your word hasn't held water lately, Mr. Tigre. Let's not forget this witness was actually at the scene, trite. Well, the law don't exactly agree with some of the deals I sent down. I couldn't be there when the cops showed up, so I splits. I see. Your Honor, This is a delicious cup of coffee. Oh, the witness's last few statements are worth a good 2 cups of coffee. I concur, Mr. Godo. You will amend your testimony accordingly, witness. Ha ha ha! So that was used after Mr. Phoenix, right? Alright, I need to go back to that statement. Oh, the statement's gone. Darn it, I can't see what the other one's like now. Thanks to what she did, my business with that kid was over. The tiger's trying to pin the crime on Maggie. If I ask him about what he saw, it's only going to damage our case. What do you mean things would have been over and done with? Are you all there or what? Talking about the cash! I was there to get my 100,000 bucks back. And that's all. I'm a businessman, man. It was all coming together before that waitress got in the way. As far as I can tell from that witness's testimony, other than recouping his loan, Mr. Tigre had no motive for killing the victim. Well, Mr. Wright, are you happy with the testimony or would you like it amended? I haven't amended, of course. I'm not going to get anywhere with the testimony as it stands. Your Honor, the defense would like the testimony amended. Is that the first time we've ever asked for that? I kind of forget. Very well. Witness, you will amend your testimony reflecting recent statements, please. Like, normally it's the judge that says that, right? Now I was after the $100,000. And I have no other reason to kill the guy. Are you saying that you had no other motives that day? Well, yeah, so what? Then why didn't you take the lottery ticket when you left? Why do you use the thing? Because of 4 eyes over there. Because of Maggie? How about you go ask 4 eyes about the $500,000 tickets? She wanted so bad. She poisoned Neil's coffees. A likely theory. Your ward hasn't held water lately, Mr. Tigre. Let's not forget this witness was actually at the scene, Trite. Well, I don't exactly agree. Wait, I've seen this before. Yeah, I've seen this before. With 2 good cups of coffee. But I already had it amended, right? What happened? So you can alter it back and forth? So if I press this again, can I have it go back to the other one? Yeah, this is weird. Man, you could have 2 different options. All right, let's go ahead and click through. So Tiger was me and Glenn Elk to get his money back. And Mr. Elk had just given him the lottery ticket. That would have been the end of it? Yeah, so that's what the Tiger's... So what's the Tiger's motive? This is a big one. If I don't manage to undermine this testimony, it's all over for us. Why would he have to poison Mr. Elk? And why did he loan him the money in the first place? When he knew he couldn't repay him? It's because of the CD. Here. I had to use this CD here. Yes! Like I thought. So you just intended to get back the $100,000 Mr. Elk owed you, correct? I loaned the guy cash, so that's my rights. I don't think so. Unfortunately for Mr. Elk, I don't believe the $100,000 is what you were really after.
Objection!
What are you getting at, Trite? What else would a moneylender be after other than money? How about a whole lot of money? Oh, the moneylender was after money. But money in a totally different league. Exactly. The kind of money that a single disc like this would fetch. Oh, the exclamative dits! What is it? A computer virus, Your Honor. A virus called MC Bomber. Computer virus? What does one of those virus thingies do? A computer virus is a program that wreaks havoc on the insides of a computer. A computer. What does a computer thing do? Wow, Georgia was in the Mayan pearls sometimes. I guess the beer isn't the only part of his honor that is from the Stone Age. I'll explain to you later, Your Honor. Right now, this is the important part. A virus like MC Bomber would be worth several $1 million on the black market. Several $1 million? Lending money with no hope of ever receiving a payment would normally be bad for business. But in this case, the very fact that Glenn Elg had no way to repay the money is crucial. What? Glenn Elg was a programmer, a highly skilled programmer. And that skill was the collateral Mr. Elg put up in order to borrow the money. Well, it is. Objection. You're trying to suggest the witness's motive was to get hold of that program? Exactly. The witness may have poor fashion sense, but he is by no means an idiot trite. A man like him could get his hands on $1 million without resorting to murder. Of course he could, provided he had time. But what if he needed the money right then? Or what if he had needed the money right then? When the pressure's on, the luxury of choice tends to disappear. Wait, you're saying he had to pay for, had to pay the medical bill? A $1 million bill for cranial surgery. Payment was due last year. What if he was behind this payment? Yeah. What if he was behind this payment? And Mr. Bruto Catavini paid for it. And he realized that he had to pay Catavini back or else he was going to swim with the fishes. It seems you have a logical conclusion for this theory, Mr. Wright. Would you care to share it with us? Why did Mr. Tiger need more money to the tune of $1 million? I'm gonna try it. I think I'm onto something here. In December of last year, you found yourself in need of a huge amount of money. Ha-ha! Hell, they asked me to dance! About 6 months ago, you were involved in a traffic accident, weren't you? An accident involving a car and a scooter in which a young woman was injured. She was taken to the hospital, where she underwent surgery. How much of this do you know? Well, these medical papers document the treatment of the young woman in question. According to these, her operation cost was $1 million. And yet, when the payment was due last month, you somehow managed to pay it in full. $1 million? Preposterous. Someone should sue those HMOs. No one would pay a bill like that. If the medical association got wind of it, the hospital would end up as dead as a morgue. But Mr. Tigre had no choice but to pay, because his very life depended on it. Order, I say! You will have order in this court! You say his life depended on it, Mr. Wright! Indeed it did, simply because the injured woman was none other than Viola Catavini. Oh, the exclamated dots. Did you say Catavini? I did. Bruto Catavini, mob boss in charge of all underworld activities in the city and doting grandfather to his precious Violetta, also known as Viola Catavini. Your life was in danger unless you paid compensation to the boss, correct? It all makes sense. You were desperate to acquire the $1 million Bruto Catavini demanded of you. So desperate, in fact, that you decided to sacrifice Glenn Elg's life to pay your debt. So this suddenly makes more sense. Glenn Elg won $500,000. I've been complaining about this a lot in the comment section, so hear me out. Hear me out, my friends. I think we have an answer. Glenn Elg owed the Tiger $100,000. $100,000 is not enough to pay the $1 million debt of the medical bill. However, you know what would pay the debt? The CD, because the CD is worth millions. So what he did, he knew that Glenn Elk could pay $100,000, but that wasn't enough. He had to know that Glenn Elk had the CD that was worth millions, and he had to get the CD. So in order to get the CD, he killed Glenn Elk so he could take the CD from him. Now, you could say, well, why didn't he just steal the CD from Glenn Elk? It's not like Glenn Elk is going to go to the police and say that, hey, someone sold my CD that's got a virus on it. But what if Glenn Elk had gone to the police and just said, hey, so-and-so sold a valuable CD for me and I'm a programmer and that CD is necessary for my job? The police might not have checked the CD and known it was a virus, or the police did check the CD, which is why the computers were all infected? Could that be it? No, because he always had the CD. I think he took the CD and he sold it, and someone used it on the police officer's computers. And I think Glenn Elk felt confident that even if they did check the computer's disk, the virus would have activated and it would have eliminated any wrongdoing of Glenn Elk. So in Tiger's mind, he had no choice but to kill Glenn Elk, because it was the only way he could have gotten a CD at that moment in time without suspicion brought onto him. But he had to make it so that suspicion wouldn't be brought onto him. So he set the whole thing up to get Maggie Bird incarcerated, and he knew he could strong arm Armstrong. There's a good play on words. Thank you, Green River, for that. But yeah, he knew he could strong arm Armstrong into going along with his plan, and thus set Maggie up as the criminal. Meanwhile, he takes the CD and pays off Catavini, and therefore everything goes into place. Wow, this actually makes a lot more sense now. Finally, things are starting to come together. So desperate, in fact, that you decide to sacrifice Glenn Elk's life to pay your debt. On the day of the murder, Mr. Tigre's sole intention was to get his hands on the CD. Glenn Elk had no way of paying back the $100,000, and Mr. Tigre knew it. But then a miracle happened. The kind that Mr. Tigre would prefer to say never happened, but he can't, and neither can I. The lottery win. Exactly. At the 11th hour, Mr. Elk won $500,000 on the lottery, which left Mr. Tigre with no way of getting his hands on the all-important CD, because his original idea was, I'm going to take your CD as repayment for your debt. But when he won the money, Glenn Elk's like, I don't need to sell you the CD anymore, I can just give you $100,000. At least no legitimate way. So he resorted to illegitimate means. That's crazy. He murdered Glenn Elk and then made his next move to frame Maggie Bird for the crime. Mr. Tigre posed as Glenn Elk, while Viola Catavini played the role of Miss Bird. And then they reenacted the whole thing in order to establish a witness. So Viola didn't actually kill Glenn Elk, because Viola was playing the part of the waitress, and by putting this stuff in the drink, that wasn't actual poison that she put in the drink. So Viola did not murder Glenn Elk. Hey, how about that? I thought she would get sacrificed for La Tigre. Black and white Kudo is kind of funny looking. The witness being the one we all heard testify yesterday, Mr. Victor Kudo. Objection. So Victor Kudo's testimony was actually critically important after all. And here I was ranting about how it was basically totally meaningless, but no, it wasn't. Wow, this case is just blowing my mind all of a sudden. I really did not like this case, but now it's really shifted into high gear, and it's all coming together so well. Like I said, Trite, that's crazy. No one could pull off something like that. And once again, it's a case number 3. It's like case number 3 seemed to be the case that seems to be highly debated, and yet so far every single case number 3 has been awesome. really, really cool. I like it. I like it. No, I'm completely doing a 180 on everything I've said about this case. If this turns out the way that I'm talking about, this case is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And the villains here are amazing. For starters, there's no way the chef could have been kept in dark about it. But Mr. Armstrong was in on it from the very beginning. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Godo? Mr. Armstrong owed the witness money too. $500,000 in fact. He had no choice but to go along with Mr. Tigre's plan. How the dicks! Order, silence, whoever. You should put on a good show, Spiky. All the exclamated dots. If you should want to stay alive in the loan shark business, I mean, you gotta be careful. You just saying I dressed up like that kid and created a witness to frame someone? If I did something crazy like that, I'd leave a trail as red as my shirt. I ain't dumb enough to do something sloppy like that. I agree. You do? Despite your appearance, you are very careful. That's why you took one more precaution. You posed as me. One more trick to make sure Miss Bird had no way out. What? Another one, Mr. Wright? Interesting. Why don't you fill us all in? Try the fake badge. What was the trick you say Mr. Tigre performed to frame the accused? It's a trick badge. Oh, this case is beautiful. This is amazing. What on earth is it? I mean, I haven't saved in a while. I feel so confident about what's gonna happen. What an insult to think anyone could be fooled by such a childish imitation. That's exactly what happened, Your Honor. By you, no less. And that Payne guy. Consider yourself insulted, Your Honor. Mr. Tigre, you didn't just pose as a victim on the day in question. A month ago, in this very court, you posed as me. Oh, the dats. What? Well, that's it. The truth. But, the witness looks nothing like you, Mr. Wright. Oh my god, maybe he does dots. Oh wow, I am so blind at my old age. Oh my goodness, dots. Yeah, although, now that I think about it, it was you, wasn't it? Oh, the exclamated dots. No doubt it was you, standing here this very court a mere month ago. The Phoenix Rider put up the most disreputable shabby defense I've ever seen. Grrr. Can you prove that, Gramps? Who the attorney who represented the accused here a month ago was this man? Are you prepared to take the stand and testify that was him? Hey. Well, forget about it. Yes? Wow, look at that face. He is sweating bullets now. All the exclamated dots. I wouldn't do something like that. Not me's, not little angelic me's. You made a mistake, right? I mean, it was someone else, huh? Have you no pride, sir? This isn't a matter of pride. In case you didn't know, right here in court, we deal with people's lives. Oh, the dicks. Mr. Godo is right. Your Honor? Speaking for myself, I'm absolutely convinced. The attorney in question was the witness standing before me now. However, I preside over this court as a judge with the vested power to hand down a verdict. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a save. Like I said, it's been a while. How long has it been? Let's see, wow. It's been a while. Yeah, that has, wow. Someone in my position cannot be swayed by memory without evidence to support it. No! If the defense has no further evidence, the court will now excuse the witness. Circumstances surrounding Mr. Tigre are dubious for sure, but not conclusive. But we come so far. You say he impersonated Glenn Elk. You say he impersonated you. But none of that adds up to a murder charge. You don't have a shred of evidence that the witness poisoned the victim's coffee? Aha. Well, we have those missing fingerprints, don't we? Ah! Gumshoe! Hold the dicks. Ha! I need you, Gumshoe. All the exclamation dots. Sucks to be used, right? Don't mess with the tiger. You're gonna get milled. You just got that. Gumshoe! All he managed to do here was chase him around a bit. But I was so close to getting him to admit his own guilt. Gumshoe, I need you! Looks like I won't be needing a refill. If I just had one more piece of evidence. One more piece of evidence and maybe I could get Maggie off the hook. Well, this witness's cross-examination is over. You are free to go, Mr. Tigre. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it! Yes! Gumshoe to the rescue! Your Honor, sir! Yes! Oh, this is one of the best parts of Phoenix Wright I've shot in a long time. I mean, this whole part is just awesome. I love it. Wait! Detective. Detective Gumshoe. Sorry it took so long, pal. I staked everything on this. My badge, the works. So here it is. My heart's pounding on this too. What is it, detective? Well, isn't it obvious, pal? It's the final decisive piece of evidence. What? You get him, Gumshoe. You get him. January 8th, 2:48 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Sorry it took so long, pal, but I finally got the results from the lab. The results? About the prints, pal, from this medicine bottle. Oh, so? Do you know where the prints belong to now? Do you think I'm some kind of hack detective? Well, of course I know. So, tell us. They're the tigers, right? I knew it. You bet. Yeah! Gumshoe the hero. Gumshoe's my hero in this case, man. Saved us from the Mafia or the Yakuza, depending on what version you're playing. And now he comes through at the last minute. Clear as crystal. All over the bottle. They're Furio Tigre's paw prints, all right? Well, that's great. We got him now, Nick. All the dots. What's wrong with you? You hardly said a word since Detective Gumshoe got here. He's laid everything on the line for this, Nick. I know. Look, I'm sorry. This is kind of hard to say, but is he gonna say that's not poison? It really doesn't make any difference whose prints are on the bottle now. Huh? What? Why not? What we need to produce at this stage in the trial is irrefutable evidence that the tiger poisoned in Glen Elk's coffee. He's already admitted that he met the victim. The fact that his prints are on this bottle? That really doesn't make any difference now. Oh, the exclamated dots! No, the double dots! I knew it! But what's in the bottle? Is the bottle medicine or is the bottle poison? Did he switch the bottles? Great. No matter how hard I try, I never have any use. Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. Well, this was a last chance to help Maggie. And I've been working on some useless piece of evidence the whole time. It's alright. I'm a real loser. It's not breaking news to me, pal. Detective Gumshoe? Oh man, is this episode about to get better because she's about to apologize? Oh, this is so good. My Maggie, you've been working on something for me? Oh, the dots. I'm sorry I let you down, Maggie. I know you didn't do it. And I'm a detective. I'm supposed to be able to prove stuff like that. I'm really sorry. I really am sorry. Detective Gumshoe. Wait. He's gone. Oh, I didn't get time to do it. Is there anything we can do now, Nick? I wish there was. Gumshoe worked so hard to get that evidence. If only there was some way I could use it. Small bottle put in pocket. The victim's ear medicine covered in Furio Tigre's fingerprints. January 8th, 3:04. District Court Courtroom number 4. That was so weird how we had like a little intermission there. That's never happened before. Mr. Right. Because normally it's like a 30-minute intermission or they call it recess. You don't just stop and then go. Yes, Your Honor. I granted you a recess so you can prepare the decisive evidence you discovered. Yeah, apparently there was a recess. They didn't say it though. Yes. Don't keep us all in suspense. Try show us. Naturally. We can assume it's evidence that will actually stand up in court, can't we? Think, Phoenix. Don't let Gumshoe's hard work go to waste. Well, how much more of my time are you gonna waste? I ain't been to no court before. But you as a lawyer should know how to blow things out of proportion. No doubt, given the nature of the evidence, it will speak for itself. Nevertheless, you will talk us through it, Mr. Wright. Well, I know I can't prove anything new with this evidence, or can we? You know? I'm really backed into a corner here. But maybe if he thinks he's got me beat, he'll let his guard down a bit. But don't keep us waiting any longer, Mr. Wright. What if we fake the evidence as poison? And we like make him sweat saying it is? Was it the final decisive piece of evidence to the court? I'm going for it. And Gumshoe we trust. This is the offense's final piece of evidence. Isn't that the victims? Your Honor. Naturally, the court is already aware of the contents of this bottle. However, interesting new information has come to light. We have clearly identified some fingerprints on it. Fingerprints belonging to you, Mr. Tigre. What? Oh, the dots. But, Mr. Wright, what conclusion are you hoping to draw from this new information? Everyone in here knows what this bottle contains. Except one man. One person's courtroom should theoretically be in the dark. Man, my prints are on that fancy-looking bottle? Is that what you said? Well, what the heck's in it anyway? Phony trial, phony lawyer, and phony clues. Everything about this case has been phony. Seems like the perfect excuse for some phony evidence. Mr. Tigre, this is decisive piece of evidence that will prove your guilt. Oh yeah, we're gonna make him believe it's poison, aren't we? We're gonna trap him. Why? Because it contains Mr. Armstrong's oils. The victim's ear medicine. Potassium cyanide. Well, you know we gotta do the first two first. Mr. Armstrong's oils. The evidence on its own isn't worth anything. I guess I'll just have to take the plunge and... Wait a minute, Nick. Aromatherapy oil's not gonna help us anyone now, is it? Mr. Wright. If you think I'll allow you to indulge in speculation at this stage, you're wrong. Oops, looks like I better reconsider. I gotta take advantage and lead him into a trap. 40 piece evidence is the way to do it. It's the victim's ear medicine. As we all know, this bottle contains Glenn Elk's... What are you doing, Nick? What did you just tell Gumshoe and I outside in the lobby a few minutes ago? You said that the fact this fits on the bottle makes no difference now. Oh, yeah, I did say that. Mr. Wright. If you think I'll allow you to indulge in speculation at this stage, you're wrong. Alright, well, you know, we had to do that. We know what the right answer is, but, you know, I had to, you know, see what the other says. Potassium cyanide. This bottle contains potassium cyanide. Potassium cyanide? The poison used to murder Mr. Elk, Your Honor. The victim's killer used this very bottle. Oh, the dots! Oh my gosh, dots! I'm in so much trouble, dots! And on this bottle, Mr. Tigre, we found your fingerprints. Well, how do you explain that? Oh, the dots. Ha ha! You the make a good clown, you know that? What? You ain't never gonna get this sick. You just make me laugh now. You think a cheap bluff like that is gonna fool the tiger? A bluff? I can see straight through you, Phoenix Wrights. That ain't the bottle with the cyanides in it. No. This is the bottle we found traces of poison in. I don't mess with the tiger, we're gonna get ripped to shreds. Cyanide's bottle was brown and it was made of glass. Yeah! Well, that cheap piece of trash didn't look nothing like it. Checkmate. Checkmate. Ha 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 ha, even Godo knows it. And the judge is like, wait a second, how would you know that? Everyone in court is like, wait a second, how would he know that? All the dots. What's going on here? Got him. At last. What? Why is everyone suddenly going quiet like? Says the bottle. Is this the bottle you're referring to? Well, yes, that's it. That's the bottle the cyanides was in. How would you know that? But you ain't gonna find my prints on that bottle. Don't let that cozy looking suit fool you people. That lawyer's just playing games. Tell him, Mr. Prosecutor. Tell that guy's where to go. You still haven't figured it out? Don't you realize what you just said? What's I said? What did I just say? You were summoned to this court for the first time earlier today. You would have no idea that bottle existed. You really had nothing to do with the murder. You shouldn't have known all the little details. For instance, you shouldn't have known what kind of bottle that potassium cyanide was in. Yes. But just now, you slipped up in front of every single person in this courtroom. You described the exact bottle used by the killer to hold the poison. Yes, you don't know who you're messing with. I'm the Tiger. I control millions of dollars on the black markets. You think I'm gonna let some jumped up suit get the better of me? Sure, the last piece of evidence was phony. But that's just what you deserve. The phony trial with a phony lawyer. It was all played out by you, the biggest phony of them all. Wow! Holy cow, that's amazing! Oh, that was beautiful. That was simply beautiful. That's probably the best. Oh my goodness, what happened to, did he kill the lights? What's going on? I love the cartoony eyes. They're so funny. Yeah, it looks like a blackout. Oh, look at Godo! Oh, it's so cool. Well done, Trite. Oh, I love the 3 red lines. I saved my 17th cup of coffee just for you. Oh, he threw coffee at me. Why? We did a good thing. Savor it. While you watch the police restrain your prey. Oh, so good. Ah, so good. Mr. Wright, you caught a tiger by his toe, but if this one hollers, he won't be let go. Now then, how are things going with Mr. Tigre and Mr. Godo? He is being arrested on suspicion of the murder of Glenn Elg, Your Honor. Fortunately for us, we managed to rectify a very grave error. Miss Bird was found guilty in the absence of genuine defense attorney. Yes, she was. And in the absence of genuine evidence. But the tiger made one mistake. Indeed. He very nearly got away with everything if it wasn't for that one slip of the tongue. Furio Tigre is a truly frightening criminal. Huh? The truly frightening one? Is that defense attorney over there? Hey, a little bit of respect finally. Godo. Well, I am now in a position to deliver my verdict. This court finds the defendant Maggie Bird not guilty. This has to be my favorite part of Ace Attorney in some time. I mean, there's just so much that happened in this part. It is just awesome. Oh, the way it all actually came together in the end. Actually, it's... man, once again, case number 3, the dreaded case number 3, ends up being very enjoyable. Wow. No, I really did not like the first half of the case, but now that I know how the first half of the case impacts the rest of the trial, it's brilliant. Well, that is all. The court is adjourned. Wow, man, awesome. Very cool. January 8th, 4:10 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. Can't wait to see what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Please sound off in the comment section what you think of this trial now that we know everything that's happened. What is your opinion in this case? Is it elevated, or do you still feel, man, it's not very good? Or did you always feel it was good and this just reaffirms that you thought it was good? Or do you feel it was still meh and you always thought it was meh? I really want to know what you thought, and I really want to know especially if this is your first time ever watching this this playthrough. If you've never seen Ace Attorney before, such as Edwin, awesome friend in our comment section, if you've never seen this game before, what is your opinion about what happened here? Mr. Wright, I'm at a loss for words. Thank you, sir. Congratulations, Maggie. You probably want to get a new job, by the way. Your boss is kind of a crook. I was so mad when Mr. Wright landed me in all that trouble a month ago. But now I feel I can forgive him. Hey, that wasn't me, Maggie. That was the tiger. And don't forget to make up with Gumshoe, too. Look, Nick, in the doorway. Hey, pal. Detective Gumshoe. Oh, I guess I'll be heading off then. See you around, pal. Wait a second, Gumshoe? You're the hero. Oh, the dots. Oh, the pal dots. Detective Gumshoe. Oh yeah, congratulations, Maggie. Oh, thanks. Oh, this is awkward dots. Oh, this is really awkward double dots. I knew you instant all along. Oh, the shameful dots. Why didn't you say that in your testimony then? Huh? Oh, well, I was, well, I have a tendency to always mess up, so I didn't want to say in the testimony because then I didn't want, Wright to come at me because I'm always messing up, and I didn't think I would actually do a good job for a change, pal. That's what he wants to say, right? Oh, yeah, what flightless bird said dots. Well, I guess I'll be seeing you around then. See ya. Wait up, detective. He just ran off. Maggie, why are you being so hard on him? He busted his butt for you. It's thanks to him that we got the medication bottle. Well, that wasn't of any use. Yes, it was. But it's only because Mr. Wright used it so cleverly. Detective Gumshoe was just running around in circles. Poor guy. Never gets any respect, I swear. And he's a hero. Absolute hero. Looks like she still isn't ready to forgive him. Can't you put in a good word for him, Nick? Yeah, Maya is right. Should help Gumshoe out. It's clear he needs it. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to show some evidence here. Is it gonna be the lunch? It's not the lunch, is it? Maggie. You know, Detective Gumshoe's been really worried about you through all of this. I want to believe that, sir. But on the first day of the trial, he practically gave the judge a free pass to lock me up. He didn't have any choice, Maggie. He's a detective. He has to report the facts. He doubted me. That's why. He thought I might have done it. I got to prove her that Gumshoe really cares about her. Okay. What I need to do is I need to see what the wrong answer is first, because if it is a lunch, I need to know if it's different. I know. I'll give her a little present to celebrate her freedom. Okay, we know it's the lunch. So should we give her the incorrect present first? Nah, let's give her the correct present first. Here you are, a present to celebrate your freedom. Yeah, we weren't able to give this to her before, you remember? We went to the jail cell in which she wasn't there. Well, that's a present from Detective Gumshoe, made with a ton of love. He said he lost weight and he was worried about you. Detective Gumshoe. Oh, the double dots. I actually really like weenies, you know. Apparently so does Maya. Did you guys hear that? I'm pretty hungry myself, you know. Yeah, the trial dragged on a bit today, didn't it? You know, this is a really big box of weenies, right? It was a super box of weenies. Can we get a picture of all three of them sharing weenies together? That'd be great. Is it okay if I eat this now? Come on, can I get a picture? Come on. Yes! Yes! I'm so happy! Oh, too bad I can't use this as thumbnail. No, I refuse to use clickbait. So, how's it, Maggie? It's really good. Aw, this is amazing. I got the thing I wanted in the end, too. Oh. So the case of phony versus genuine comes to an end. The false allegations surrounding Maggie have all been cleared up. Aw, look at that. And who knows, maybe a whole new chapter of her life is about to begin. You know, I could probably get a thumbnail of that. I could use that as a thumbnail because that's not the really nice picture. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Recipe for Turnabout, the end. Oh, what a great episode. It's amazing how that final moment just flipped everything on its head. Ooh, we got Miles Edgeworth in the next episode. Oh, I'm super excited about that, my friends. Ah, so good. So good. I'm gonna go ahead and go back and load. If I exit out here, unfortunately, it's gonna start the next episode. I don't want to see it yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a cut in the video here, and we're gonna go back to that decision. So I'll see you guys in just a minute. All right, let's give her an incorrect present. What do we want to give her? Should we give her the lunch special? Oh, that would be cool. I wonder, will this do anything? Oh, the crystal dots. What's this? Huh? I thought it'd be a good present. You know, to celebrate your freedom. Oh, the dots. That's like the worst possible present you could give someone. Oh, well, I don't really get it, but thanks. I'll treasure it always. Well, that didn't seem to do the trick. Well, I guess I'll be going now then. Good things are going to happen to you from now on, Maggie. I'm sure of it. Of course, no one can be that unlucky forever. I don't know. I'm pretty unlucky sometimes, so... I'll do my best to have some good news to report to you next time we meet, sir. Good. We'll look forward to it. Goodbye. I won't forget how you helped me. That's kind of sad, though. You don't get the awesome picture if you don't give her the right present. That's really, really sad. All right, my friends. Well, thank you for everything. This has been an awesome time I've had with you guys today. I just feel like I'm on cloud nine. This week has been super stressful, and it's going to continue to be stressful until next Friday. So yeah, about 2 stressful weeks in a row. And this is such a great stress reliever. Oh my goodness, this case was surprising. It's the only one I have for it because I was going into this final part with all the skepticism and all the, oh my goodness, I am not going to have fun recapping this case because I have enjoyed every case in some way. But in this case, I'm not a huge fan. But I ended up being a fan of this case. I will say that I do think there were a couple unnecessary moments in the case. There was some unnecessary pieces of evidence. There was the robot woman, Lisa Basil. It's like she didn't really have anything to do with the case. Viola, she was kind of she didn't really have much to do with the case. I mean, she had a lot to do with the case, you know, as far as proving Tigre's guilt. But both those characters seem to be means to an end more than having their own, you know, persona or resolution, I should say. Like, we really didn't get resolution with Viola. We never met her dad, you know, her grandfather, sorry, Bruto. Lisa Basil seemed just there, just to be there, just to let us know that he had a gambling problem. So, the case isn't perfect. But it turned out so much better than I thought it would. And that ending, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Endings can make or break something. Because you may not remember all the details in a story, but you usually remember how it ends. And that ending was just chef's kiss. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I love the way this trial ended. So, again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. It's amazing how, yeah, this episode went for about an hour, so it was perfect timing too. Join us on the next episode where we go into episode 4 And we're gonna see the return of Miles Edgeworth, and I know everyone is super excited about that. Hopefully, we'll also see the return of Pearls as well. I do miss Pearls, and Green River did correct me in the comments saying this case was originally for the first game, so therefore Pearls would never have shown up in this case because she was never there in the first game. You know, she was a character introduced in the second game. So that makes sense, you know, why she wasn't here. But I hope she's back in the next episode. And I hope we get to see some more conclusion with Viola, Gumshoe, and Bird before the end of this game. Like, you know, after that final trial when you have, you know, maybe they do a catch up on like what happened with all the characters moving forward. That would be really nice. But yeah, I'm rambling now, and I can ramble for days. So let me stop here. So long, and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter. You are brilliant and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.